Hi everyone, welcome back to The Quiet Part. Today I am down at Denver's Capitol for another 5051 protest, and today I'm speaking with actual fellow protesters here downtown and asking them one question. Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, I'm good. So my one question for you and everyone that I'm asking today is the same thing. Why did you feel it was important to come out downtown and protest today?
Because it's important that we show our faces to the world that we're out here saying that this is not okay. You know, personally to me, everything about the MAGA movement and the right, is not what my family stands for. And I have children that are, of an impressionable age. And now if it's important, they need to see us out here and they need to see us saying this is not okay.
All right, Colorado, let me hear it. Woo! Yes! We got union members here. Where's my union brothers and sisters? We got veterans here. Where are the veterans? We got healthcare providers, truck drivers. We got the folks down the street who run your local businesses. We have your teachers in the house. Thank you all for being here today. I am State Senator Jesse Danielson, and you are an inspiring sight. I join you today because I reject the deliberate dismantling of our nation's greatness. The Trump-Musk administration are pursuing the corrupt goals of destroying America's international standing, our economic security, our personal liberties, and our free and fair elections. It started with attacking our civil service, breaking it so that only serves and benefits Donald Trump's corrupt goals, not the American people.
Why did you feel it was important to come out and protest today?
I thought it was important to come out today because it's just important to fight back, and to not take it silently and to stand up and try to make some change. And then also, I think me and my husband have a fair amount of privilege in the fact that we passed really well as a cishet couple, and we need to get out here and explicitly be like, we are trans, and make some dick jokes,
Why did you feel it was important to come out and protest today?
I'm here because I have dear friends and myself who are part of the queer community. We're being walked on, stomped on. Think of the cleats that people use to climb icebergs. My friends are dying. We can't get medical care. They're falling victim to suicide. I have to do something. I have an option to pretty much just kind of become reclusive and hide from everything I see here, and hide from myself and hide from everyone. But there's no world where I do that and feel okay with it. There's just no world where that's okay, where I can do that and say, you know what, it's fine.
Why did you feel it was important to come out and protest today?
Well, thanks for asking. And I just want to kind of elaborate on my answer to I'm doing good. Doing good as of where we are today, because I'm around all of these amazing people who are standing up for their rights, their families and friends' rights, and so forth. And I think it's hard with the way this media works right now, and not just talking to people like we're doing right now, but looking at social media and looking at the reels and staying up to date. There's that tricky balance of how do you stay up to date but also keep your mental health in check. And I think taking a stand is truly important. We had a senator the other night hold the floor on the Senate for the world's record to be out.
That was Cory Booker, right? Yeah. It was like 26 or 25 hours. I was talking with friends. I'm like, how did he not pass out? That was super impressive. Yeah, but keep going. You can explain.
Yeah. And so I just think, when we get discouraged and when we feel shut down a lot, you can do what you can. And so if this is your thing, being that like coming out, being around people who are taking a stand as well, then it surely helps with, staying in tune to what's going on. And it feels like actionable measures, especially when there's so many of us all together across the entire nation, almost like metaphorically holding hands and actually holding hands through this time. So
combining that with kind of like a little bit of my experience, I started documenting all of this a while ago, and I feel like I started doing it even though journalism wasn't really like a thing I did. It was because it felt better than doing nothing, right? Like I felt like doing this was a lot better than sitting at home and letting the thoughts kind of get to me and affect my mood. I thought it was better to come out and do something. And I feel like that, to some extent, that's kind of what you're getting at too, right? Is action, right? It's something that you're really doing.
Yeah, absolutely. And it can look all sorts of ways, whether that's calling your representatives, whether that's just, bringing the conversation to the dinner table when it doesn't feel like you should, or coming out and protesting, or, peacefully, or going to rallies, or checking in with, what's happening in the House and the Senate. So I truly think up until really, honestly, I will share, up until this morning, I've felt really, empowered by our, allies and so forth taking a stand. And I was pretty down this morning, it all kind of like hit me with, a big weight. And I decided to just get up, go by myself to just be around people that were empowered. So.
Careful, it's going to light forward. Freedom of expression!
Things you could do that causes trouble, but it's
trouble. First of all, starting right, just letting Trump and the Black administration go.
no, it's good.
4, 6, 8. Israel is a terrorist state. 4, 6, 8. Israel is a terrorist state. 2, 4, 6, 8. Israel is a terrorist state. 2, 4, 6, 8. Israel is a terrorist state. 2, 4, 6, 8. Israel is a terrorist state. 2, 4, 6, 8. Israel is a terrorist state. 2, 4, 6, 8.
Why did you feel it was important to come out and protest today?
I think just because of the relevance and when it happened, I'm going to piggyback off of Cory Booker. And, it's not about left or right anymore. It's about right and wrong. I fully believe that to my heart. We treat your neighbors, not just people that live with you, but live next to you, but our allies and our fellow countries abroad. That's very important to me, to keep that relationship tight.
Our streets!